Hey everyone, welcome back to Move with MOBECO. I'm Rach, and today I'm going to take you through a really basic and fundamental warm-up that you need to be doing prior to the gym or prior to playing your favorite sport, whether it's professional or just for fun. All you're going to need is your mat today, so when you're ready, let's get started. So first of all, we're going to start with some roll downs. We want to warm up the spine and make sure we're nice and mobile. So we're going to tuck our chin into our chest and slowly roll vertebra by vertebra all the way down. Soften the knees and relax into this position. Tucking your chin and letting the head just relax and go floppy. Relaxing your face and taking a deep breath in here. And then slowly coming up. Same thing, but reversing vertebrae by vertebrae from the very bottom of our spine, tucking the tummy in and coming up nice and slow. We're going to do two more, tucking the chin, dropping everything nice and slow. Relax the head, go floppy at the bottom, keep a soft bend in the knees, and coming back up. And one more. Each time, trying to get more space between the vertebrae and become more articulate with your spine. And coming up. Make sure you're breathing through this. Beautiful. We're going to go into some shoulder rolls now. So shoulders coming up by the ears and dropping down. 3 going back. And 3 going forward. And now we're going to warm up the neck a little more. So tucking the chin to the chest and looking up, chin to the chest and looking up. One more. Beautiful. We're going ear to shoulder. To the left, feeling that nice, gentle stretch to the side of the neck. Coming to center, always moving super slow with the neck. Ear to the shoulder. Left again, center, right, center, one more on each side, left, center, right, center. Beautiful. Next circles now, we're going to go around to the left. You don't need to go all the way back, but you want to go all the way forward, especially if you feel a little bit uncomfortable in the neck when you go back. 3 that way and reverse it, going to the right now. Big circles. Again, trying to articulate all of the vertebrae. Beautiful. Now we're going to go with the hips. So hands on hips, you're going to do big circles to the left. Keeping the knees just soft and just feeling what that feels like. Every day may be different for you. 3 to the left and reverse it. To the right. And again, each time you circle, you're trying to get a little bit more out of that. And back to the center, we're going to do our knees now. Hands on the knees. You're going to push your knees over your toes, and then you're going to bring them around to the left and push them back. To the right, to the front, to the left, and back. One more. And we're going to go the other way. So now we're going to the right. Back. Left, right, one more, really pushing over the toes. This is also warming up the ankles and back. And now we're going to go into ankle rolls. Now, if you can't balance on one leg, please hold on to something. We're going to do circles to the left and right with our ankles. Hands on the hip otherwise, and to the left, 3 big circles. And back to the right, 3, 2, 1, switch legs. Circling to the left or to the right, whichever first, and then 3 back the other way. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Coming down to the floor now, we're going onto our hands and knees to begin with, and we're going through our shoulder warm-ups. We're going to push the floor away, creating space between our shoulder blades, and we're sinking back through. Squeezing the shoulder blades together and maintaining that neutral spine. Push the floor away, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Push the floor away, one more, and squeeze the shoulder blades together. We're going to tuck our toes and we're going to push into a down dog. Tuck the toes, push your hips up, and you're going to create a really big bend through the knees, and then you're going to try and push your shoulders towards your knees as best you can. I'd rather you have a big bend in the knees than be rounding out through your spine. So really lengthen your tailbone and push it up towards the ceiling, trying to create a nice big arch through your spine, but keeping the knees soft if you have to. Let's breathe it out for 3. 2 more. And 1 more breath. From here, you're going to pedal your ankles. So left, right, straightening one leg as you bend the other. Keep pushing through those shoulders. Once you've done 6, we're going to take a big step with our right leg to the outside of our right hand. Now we're going to open our right arm towards our right knee and bring it back down. 3 of those. Twisting, opening up nice and slow. Remember to breathe. Last one. And switch sides. Opening up, big stretch. Bring that hand down. 2 more. Make sure you're breathing. And coming back onto your knees. We're going to take our knees far apart, feet together, and we're going to sink down into a child's pose just to let that settle in for a moment. You might feel that that really warmed up your shoulders and you need a little break, a little breather. That's totally fine. Okay, from here, you're coming up and you're going to sit onto your bottom. You're going to get your feet nice and flat, hands behind you, open up the chest, and you're just going to find the middle between your hands and your feet. Once you feel like you've found that position, open up the chest again, and from here we're going to push our hips up to the sky. Push, squeezing your bottom and drawing your belly down. Breathing in, lowering back down, breathing out, pushing up. 2 more, breathing in, push it out, breathe it in, push it out. Beautiful. To add on to this, we are now going to add a reach. So we're going to push up and we're going to reach with the left hand if you can. If you can't, you're just going to keep doing what you were doing, just with the hips. And repeat, pushing the hips up, right arm reaches. Bring it back down. And we're going to go for 4 more, so 2 more on each side. Push the hips up, open the chest, squeeze your back. Coming down, up, reach with the right. 2 more, let's go. Getting warm now. Pushing it up, reach with the left. 1 more, reaching with the right. Push up, hips first, then a reach. Beautiful. All right, so now we're starting to warm up through the hips and the lower body. We're going to take it a little bit further with our hips. We're going to go into a 90-90 position. So what that means is we've got 2 right angles with our legs. Our toes are flexed, or our feet are flexed, and we've got this beautiful 90. So one leg is going straight out in front of me, and the other leg is going to the side, but they're both in 90-degree angles. From there, we're going to put our hands behind us, open up the chest, and we're going to roll to the other side. We're trying to keep our bottom on the ground as we do this. That's 3, we've got 3 more. Keeping that chest nice and long. If you're starting to get really good at this, you can take the hands away. And done. All right, we're going to work on our adductors now, guys. So coming back onto your knees and your hands, I'm going to face you so that you can see what I'm doing from this particular angle. You're going to take your right leg out and place it in a nice elongated position, but maintaining that your weight is over this hip. So we're keeping that nice neutral spine, and we're not leaning over this way or coming forward or back. We're keeping that nice four-point stance. From here, we're going to open up with the right hand and bring it back down. Going with the left hand now, you're going to find that you'll start to feel it in your adductors, especially if you're super tight. And you're going to find that it's a little bit more difficult to add your rotations with your upper body, keeping that nice neutral spine. Making sure we're breathing. One more on each side. One more. Lower it down. Switching legs. Right leg comes in, left leg goes out, foot nice and flat or as best as you can get it. And this time we're opening with the left first. Bringing it down, right hand goes up, rotating. And bringing it down. Left hand. Right hand, making sure you're staying nice and neutral. And left hand. Beautiful. Come back into neutral. Find your way onto your feet and we're going to go into a yogi squat. So, standing tall, coming down as deep as you can go, placing your hands or your elbows onto the insides of your knees and pushing them out. Sink down into this position. You're going to get nice and comfortable here and start to rotate side to side. What this does, it helps open up and mobilize the ankle joint as well as your adductors and your hips, so that when you're doing sort of any flex position that you will be doing in sport or at the gym, squatting, running, you're going to be getting those muscles nice and loose for all of those types of activities. You're going to roll forward onto the toes just gently and come back. So we're warming up the toes now, getting them ready to work for you. Onto the heels, pushing the toes forward and down. From here, hands down to the ground. You're going to push your bottom up as the toes come in and squat back down. 2 more. Push the butt up into the sky. Straighten out the legs as best you can. Coming down. 1 more. Breathe it out and come back down. So that's it, guys. A really quick and easy warm-up that you can do before any type of exercise or sport, whether it be going to the gym, maybe you do surfing, maybe you're a dancer, whatever it is, make sure that you're warming up before you get into it. We'd love to know what else you would like to see on our channel, so make sure you comment down below. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.